Strange illness strikes Niger communities, 24 hospitalized. Appeal court confirms death sentence for Adedoyin over OAU students' murder. And on the international scene, Gabon sets date for presidential election. Hello and welcome to Trust TV News Update. I am Sumaya Abubakar. In health matters, at least 24 residents of Bidda local government area of Niger State have been hospitalized following the outbreak of an unknown illness in the town. Report says 20 of the victims have been discharged after spending more than a week at the Federal Medical Center and Umaru Sanda Ndayako General Hospital, Bidda. The illness, which reportedly causes sudden collapse and loss of communication abilities, has sparked widespread panic in the town. Multiple sources, the number of hospitalized victims since Monday were more than 20. A resident of the area, Abdul Malik Omar, two of his brothers were among those affected, but had been treated and discharged after over a week in the hospital. When contacted, the Niger State Commissioner for Secondary and Tertiary Health, Dr. Bello Tukur, stated that the incident was a result of untreated severe typhoid and malaria. Now, 6 people, including a baby, reportedly lost their lives in an accident along the Lambata-Lapai Road in Niger State. Rescuers said the accident occurred around 12 a.m. on Wednesday when a golf car carrying 8 passengers en route to Niger Republic, the Niger Republic, collided head-on with a Lagos-bound passenger bus near Lapai town, the headquarters of Lapai local government area in Niger State. One of the rescuers, Muhammad Abdullah, he said 6 passengers in the Gulf, including a baby, died on the spot. Adding, however, that the driver of the Gulf and 1 passenger, Lawal Ibrahim, survived the crash without injuries. He said 9 out of the 14 passengers in the bus sustained varying degrees of injuries and were taken to Lapai General Hospital for treatment. One of the rescuers at Lapai General Hospital, Lawal Ibrahim, said a survivor from the Gulf car reported that their driver fled the scene with a phone belonging to him and 199,000 naira cash found on one of the deceased passengers, saying that efforts to locate the driver have been unsuccessful. Aerial assaults from the Nigerian Air Force have killed scores of suspected terrorists hibernating at Alawa Forest in Shiroro local government area of Niger State. In a statement on Thursday, NAF said the airstrikes were executed by the air component of Operation Fansanyama, a special offensive launched to flush terrorists out of their northwest and north central regions of the country. The statement, signed by the Director of Information and Public Relations, DOPRI, Air Vice Marshal Olushola Akimboyewa, said the operation also dismantled the terrorist logistic base in the forest. The statement assured that NAF, in close coordination with ground forces, remains resolute in its commitment to maintaining operational dominance across the region. It added that sustained efforts are underway to eliminate all criminal elements from Alawa Forest and surrounding areas, ensuring lasting peace and security for communities in Niger State and beyond. The UK State Minister of Defence, Lord Vernon Coker, has said that the United Kingdom continue to strengthen ties with the Nigerian army to end insurgency in the northeast. Lord Coker stated this during an operational tour at the Maimalari cantonment in Maiduguri, the Borno State capital. He said the UK government will continue to support the military with trainings and logistics to address the menace of IED explosions threatening socio-economic activities and peace in the region. He commended the Theatre Command for the successes recorded during offensive operations. The Theatre Commander of Operation Hadenkai, Major General YD Shoaibu, said the recent attacks in local areas on the local government will not deter it's pursuant for peace in the state.
Yes, insurgency in the northeast is on the downward trend, and it is a work in progress. We'll continue to do our best to ensure that we achieve our mandate of restoring peace and in the northeast region, and to ensure that socioeconomic activities thrive. That the troops have been doing, and will continue to do that strongly to ensure we achieve our mandate.
Well, what I'm trying to emphasise is the importance of Nigeria to the UK, and the importance of us to each other. So what I'm recognising is that Nigeria is our one of our strongest partners here in West Africa. We support them with the regional activity that they have. We support that across the region, as well as within Nigeria, with some of the threats that they've had on the border. And the General and his troops, along with the government, have done an excellent job.
Still on security, operatives of the Nigerian police force have rescued Folashade Odumosu, the wife of former Assistant Inspector General of Police Hakeem Odumosu. The victim regained her freedom on Wednesday. It was guided that the Ogun State Commissioner of Police, Lanre Ogunlowo, led the operation that saw to the rescue of the retired AIG's wife. The force spokesman, Muyiwa Adejobi, disclosed this on Thursday. During the operation, the kidnappers were neutralized. Adejobi said the operatives equally recovered the ransom paid to the kidnappers as bait. To litigation matters, the Court of Appeal sitting in Akure, the Ondo State capital, has upheld the death sentence of a popular hotel owner, Raymond Adedoyin, who was found guilty in the murder case of an ex-master's student of the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Timothy Adegoke. According to the court's judgment on Thursday, the judgment by the Osun State High Court, which sentenced Adedoyin to death, still stands. The appeal court had reserved the judgment on October 29, 2024. Adegoke was found dead in November 2021 at Adedoyin's Hilton Honors Hotel, Ile-Ife, where he, the deceased, had lodged. The Lagos State High Court in Ikeja has adjourned till February 19th the defamation suit filed by human rights lawyer Femi Falana, SAN, and his son Folarin, popularly known as Falz, against Martins Otse, also known as Very Dark Man or VDM. Though the Falanas and Very Dark Man were absent in court, they were, however, represented by their lawyers. Counsel to Very Dark Man, Omorogbe, told the court at the resumption of proceedings that he had been served with a copy of the counter affidavit filed by the plaintiffs, the Falanas, against his preliminary objection, adding that he needed time to respond to same. The lawyer to the Falanas, Omotade Omotubonsu, did not object to the application for adjournment. Justice Dawodu subsequently adjourned the matter to February 19th for a hearing. The Falanas had dragged Very Dark Man before the court, demanding 500 million naira each as damages over a video he posted on his social media platforms, alleging that they collected 10 million naira from Idris Okuneye, popularly known as Bobrisky, to pervert the course of justice. The National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons says its operatives have rescued 9 pregnant women from a baby factory in Abuja. This is contained in a statement by the press officer, NAPTIP, Vincent Adekoye, and made available to newsmen on Thursday in Abuja. Adekoye revealed that the baby factory is situated at one of the sprawling estates in the Ushafa area in the Federal Capital Territory. He also disclosed that the raid on the facility followed a tip-off from a concerned citizen. He said the victims were locked up in an apartment inside the estate by a yet-to-be-identified suspected trafficking agent after they were recruited through an online platform. Now moving on to more stories, Nigeria's Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, has expressed support for the 50% telecom tariff hike urging telecommunications companies to enhance service delivery in line with the price increase. This first hike in over a decade, aimed at reviving the telecom sector, was announced by the Nigerian Communications Commission on Monday and has continued to spark debates and controversies across the country. Edun described the tariff adjustment as essential for sustaining the sector amid rising operational costs and inflation. He further emphasized the critical role of the telecommunications sector in Nigeria's economy, calling it essential to the country's infrastructure and business environment. The finance minister assured Nigerians that the tariff adjustment would be reviewed periodically to enhance and ensure it remains balanced and fair for both consumers and the operators. The residents of Lagos have urged mobile money operators to ensure robust network services as mobile money transactions via smartphones become increasingly prevalent. This follows a report from the Nigerian Communications Commission, the NCC, which revealed a surge in internet users with smartphones as the primary access point. The report.
As Nigeria undergoes rapid technological advancements, mobile money operators, MMOs, are primed for substantial growth. The industry anticipates a significant rise in smartphone penetration, projected to reach 65% by 2026, propelling mobile money services to new heights. The surge in smartphone penetration amidst Nigeria's burgeoning internet and mobile phone access is a key driver for mobile financial services. A business expert speaking off camera to Trust TV emphasized that increased smartphone adoption will significantly enhance financial inclusion for millions of Nigerians previously excluded from conventional banking services. On the streets of Lagos, residents shared their views on the growing trend of using smartphones for mobile money transactions. Many highlighted the crucial need for effective network services from all mobile money operators to ensure faster and more reliable transactions for future generations.
They should keep to their network. Their network, if the network is good and not really bad like the other banks, it will help people very well. You transact money on your mobile app, instantly you see the money, you send money, you see so the network is very, very important. It will help the mobile banking than this other banking or something like that. So, and that's all. I think the network.
Smartphone and mobile money, I would say it has been easy, it has been convenient, less stressful. Instead of running around going to the bank, you can just do your transaction with your mobile money on your smartphone, in your home, convenience, in your office, wherever you are, you can just use it and do your transaction.
One thing that is important there is network. In this country, Nigeria, we don't have good network. We can't have good network. Sometimes when you want to transfer money all the time, network failure, this network failure. So we need to improve in that network in this Nigeria, this country.
All this new mobile banking is helping the people a lot for now. As of now, it's helping us during the time of to go bank and you begin the process of the bank. You can see now you can use our phone to do anything. Our phone is helping us a lot nowadays. You cannot go bank and begin to do other things, bringing your documentation. You can just use your phone to do whatever that you want to do. Even to cash your money, you can use only your phone. As far as now we are going to the cash transaction in Nigeria, you can see that it's helping us a lot.
The future of mobile money in Nigeria appears promising, with smartphone penetration projected to rise significantly in the coming years. The sector's growth potential is immense. Nigerians are therefore positive that mobile money operators will expand their customer base, integrate innovative technologies, and offer a wider range of robust and effective network services to meet the growing demand for digital financial solutions.
In business, the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Olayemi Cardoso, has announced the establishment of a new compliance department within the Apex Bank, set to become operational by the end of February. Cardoso disclosed this on Thursday during his keynote address at the launch of the 2025 Macroeconomic Outlook by the Nigerian Economic Summit Group. He stated that move was to address the past challenges, align with global standards, and build a more transparent and resilient financial sector that can drive Nigeria's economic growth and development. The CBN governor added that the launch of a foreign exchange code would provide clear directives on the expectations of market participants, ensuring that the market operates fairly and transparently. Away from Nigeria, Gabon's transitional government on Thursday said presidential elections would be held on April 12, a key step to re-establish civilian rule after a coup ended the Bongo dynasty's decade-long reign. The oil-rich Central African country, which has been under the rule of the Bongo family for 55 years, adopted a new constitution in a November referendum. It provided for a maximum of 2 7-year presidential terms, no prime minister, and no dynastic transfer of power. On Monday, a new law allowed military officials to stand in elections subject to certain conditions. Transitional President General Brice Oligui Nguema, who swiftly took over as leader after an August 2023 coup, has made no secret of his ambitions to remain in power. Civilians have been fleeing the Zulu camp for displaced people outside Goma in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo as fighting between the M23 rebels and the Congolese army approaches the provincial capital. The camp is filled with internally displaced people who have already fled at least once in the decades-long conflict that has created one of the world's largest humanitarian crises. But amid an uptick in fighting between the Congolese army and Rwandan-backed M23 rebels, they believe it is no longer safe to stay. Congolese authorities said on Tuesday that M23 has seized the town of Minova, a key supply route for Goma, just 20 kilometers away. They have also reportedly captured several mining towns in the region. The United Nations on Monday said more than 237,000 people have been forced from their homes in the mineral-rich region since the start of the year.
We're fleeing, but we don't know where we're going because everywhere the bombs are following us. We're fleeing because we noticed that the rebels have just taken the Ngiro Hill. They're already close to here and we expect to receive a lot of bullets. That's why we decided to leave the camp and flee.
And in sports, the Nigerian National League (NNL) has dismissed Rovers of Calabas's petition seeking 3 points and 3 goals against Abakaliki FC in their matchday 5 fixture. The Rovers had alleged that Abakaliki FC fielded an unregistered player, Johnson Ume, but the NNL found that the allegation could not be proven beyond reasonable doubt. Further investigation by the league body revealed that the said player did not participate in the match and his name was not found in the NNL registration portal. The NNL imposed a fine of 500,000 naira on Abakaliki FC for undue interference by the chairman and officials in the technical areas during the match. An additional fine of 500,000 naira was imposed for allowing an unauthorized person to wear their official jersey and enter the technical area. Rovers FC and Abakaliki FC have 48 hours from the day of the notice to appeal the fine. And with that, we wrap up Trust TV News Update. Do not forget to follow us across all our social media platforms and join our YouTube live stream for more news, programs, and documentaries. I am Sumaya Abubakar. Thanks for watching.